Greetings, beloved divine diamond light, Lord and Lordess of infinite love. Christ consciousness shift here with another video. This video I'm breaking down the agenda of the light and the dark forces. The dark forces are extraterrestrial beings, also human beings that align with them, but the main influences or the main support in the heavens are from the Orions, the Anunnaki, the reptilians, and the Greys collective. And the light forces are the Galactic Federation, the Ashtar Command, the Lyrans, the Pleiadians, the Andromedans, the Arcturians, and others beings that are in the light. So, how does the dark force agenda play out in our reality? So, all those entities that have the desire to have power and control over others, they're in alignment with those that are in the dark agenda. And basically, I mentioned previously that the medical, the scientific, the governmental, and the religious industries, these are those industries that are used to facilitate the agenda of the dark forces. Let me explain. In the science, they create weapons like nukes and stuff. Even diseases are also weapons that are created in laboratories, like the AIDS virus that was created in the lab and that was spread in areas where they wanted to control the population of humanity. What else? The medical industry, same type of thing. These facilities are used to, even though they do help individuals that get injured and help women in labor when they're giving birth to children and stuff like that, but behind the scenes they do have a secret agenda in order to control humanity. So how does that play out? Yeah, like same like with the vaccines and stuff like that, with COVID, all of that was in alignment with the government, all about having control and controlling the masses. Religion, Christianity have known to enslave people, same as Islam have enslaved people. It's the same concept of dominating and having control over other people. Even the Spanish Inquisition, if you research that, that was when religious Christians would go around in groups of men hunting down women that were not Christian and supposedly called witches and stuff like that. Like, but back in those days, religion was such a thing that anybody that wasn't religious could be termed as a witch and therefore be treated inhumanely. So then the government is another form of control, manipulation, taxes, all of these things. Even royal families, these people have power and control over different lands and countries, and they feed off the resources and and the people in other countries. This is what royal families have. They have power in countries that they don't live in. So this is another form of power and control over others. Now, the light forces, they are, how do they play out? Now you have healers, like people that learn spiritual arts, teaching people how to cleanse and raise their vibration and consciousness and things like that. This is all an alignment with the light forces. Like Dr. Sebi, he learned how to cure AIDS, the AIDS virus, and he had proof that he did cure the AIDS virus. And other individuals, a lot of the people that are in alignment with the light forces are very underground and secret. They're not very popular because for the past for a long time, over thousands of years, the planet has been controlled by the dark forces. So yeah, basically when it comes to this ascension now, the planet itself is raising into a higher dimension. So the dark forces and the dark agendas are no longer getting the support as it used to. For the past couple thousands of years, it was supported because it operated in a third dimensional way of being, like separation and control. That was all supported in the 3D Earth. Now the planet is raising its frequency. These concepts and these agendas are no longer going to be supported. It's more collaboration, working together, oneness, unity, more of a peace and love frequency that the planet is raising its consciousness into. And this solar flash that is predicted to happen within the next 2 years or something like that, this is an event that happens every 26,000 years. So the flow of the light and the dark plays out in reality according to the movement of the cosmos and the stars and all of these things. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna leave it there because I can break into a lot of these concepts, but the dark forces have had its time, and now it's time for the light forces to have its time. And this is how the dynamics of the light and the dark kind of have a flow. It's not necessarily a battle, but it's all a part of allowing souls to grow and experience and things like that. But the 26,000 year cycle creates the shift from light and dark. You have the golden age, the silver age, and the bronze age, and all of these ages carry different frequencies. The golden age is much more of a high vibrational time period. Silver's in between, and then the bronze is like the darker times. And this continuously happens. And yeah, I'm just gonna leave it there. That's the light forces and the dark forces explained. And I may address these concepts more thoroughly at a later date. But until then, I'm gonna leave you all in peace, love, oneness. Amen. So be it.